finally off the coast of Saudi Arabia in a helicopter, and I think it's going to work. So we're going to go ahead. We got power. We're going to take off here, and we're going to go towards the mainland. Taking off from an oil rig. I'm right off the port. I got deployed over here when I was in the Army back in '94. So I'll see if I can find where I was at there. Been a long time. A whole lifetime ago. I'm not going to really recognize anything, but it'll still be cool to see what it looks like on the simulator now. It was after tail end of Desert Storm at Operation Vigilant Warrior. I was a mechanic, so I was out there at the port doing port support as they were loading vehicles and unloading vehicles off the ships. If anything needed fixed, we'd get it fixed so it could get on the ship or get off the ship, etc. And yeah, that was loads of fun. Being sarcastic when I say that. See if we can get some airspeed up here. One about helicopters is they are not very fast. There's no telling where I was working at over here. Somewhere around in this area. It was the port of Dammam is where I was at. Man, there's a whole lot of nothing out here on the simulator. I guess Microsoft didn't want to put a lot of details of this area, or if Saudi didn't want a lot of details of their area in here. No telling. Everything else I've flown over was pretty accurate, so I was interested in seeing how this was going to pan out, but it doesn't look like there's going to be much of anything over here. Yeah, we're at 1,300 feet here. Cruising along at a whopping 60 or 70 knots, it looks like. Hard to see that display down there, but yeah, there's just a whole lot of nothing over here. Most of the helicopters that I was trying to fly off that oil rig, they would not work off the oil rig in this world here. This is the only helicopter I could get to function properly. So I don't know what this is. The bug in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, which there seems to be many. See what's down here. We'll go down here and scout around a little bit. Again, probably not a lot of details in anything. But we can still go check it out.
Watch Reaper says, "Sup bro."
What's up, dude? I'm flying over Saudi Arabia, the port I used to work at while it was when I was deployed there back in '94. How's the audio sound?
Watch Reaper says, Nice. How accurate does it seem?
Very inaccurate. I don't think Saudi wanted a lot of details of their
Watch Reaper says,
country.
sounds good to me.
Cool. Yeah, I don't think Saudi wants a lot of details of their country put in the simulator, so this is just kind of generic stuff. Nothing accurate at all, really. But it's still pretty neat.
Watch Reaper says, makes sense.
Let's see if I can go down here and land on something. Maybe I can get arrested. We can land over here on this little harbor
Watch
thing.
Reaper says, arrested is good.
Yes, yeah, I thought so. Let's do some fishing. You want to do some fishing? We'll land over here on this little dock-looking thing and see what kind of buildings we got over there. You guys still have snow up there? Or all that melt? Alright, we're gonna land here and do some fishing.
Watch Reaper says, it's melting. Finally.
Yeah, it was man, it was like 75 degrees here today. And it rained. You got a lot of rain. Rained like crazy. I like the shadows there. That's really cool. Alright. Whew! I need to do some adjustment on all these controls.
Watch Reaper says, sorry lagging for some reason.
Oh, lagging? Okay. Who knows? Oh, man. I guess we go back out here to the oil rig. If I can find it again.
Watch Reaper says, my phone. Not you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I put a new charging cube on my VR headset for the cable, and it's no longer crashing. So that was nice. Yeah, it's cool. Cool having audio working right where I can hear.
Watch Reaper says, okay back.
Let's see what is out there. Wonder if that's the oil rig. Pretty sure it is. I have that HUD display right in front
Watch
of me.
Reaper says, did you adjust your cameras and game screen size in OBS?
I should have. Well, the last time you saw it, I think it was like this. I have the main display on top, and then my camera's underneath. Can you see them?
Watch Reaper says, I can, but they're not filling all the available space. weird.
Oh, it's not filling everything up? Okay, I didn't, I thought I was taking up the vertical, and I didn't want to go any higher. Didn't want
Watch
to make
Reaper
it any wider.
says, wait, I fixed it.
Okay. Yeah, that's my oil rig there.
Watch Reaper says, we best crash into it. Watch Reaper says, arm the missiles.
I wish I had missiles. It's not that much fun. I think there's what do they call it? Is it DCS? I think that's another simulator or game or something I should probably get to play with. But I just wait. That's an oil. Oh, yep. That's it.
Watch Reaper says, I'd love to see you fly fighter jets.
Yeah, I got a fighter jet on here, but I can't get the controls to work right. It's just such a this Microsoft simulator is so buggy and such a pain to program, and oh, it's taken everything I had just to get these helicopters to work right. And I tried to get back to some airplanes, and just the controls don't bind properly, and things get all whacked out and twitchy, and I don't know. It's such a pain. So I'll just stick to flying helicopters for now. That's what got me into this stuff anyhow, was helicopters, so I can fly airplanes all the time. On the RC stuff, I got a helicopter I fly, but I have more airplanes than anything. But I've always wanted
Watch
to fly.
Reaper says, I watch another guy play this and he can't hover or land. It's hilarious.
Ew, hovering is the hard part. Hovering is very hard to learn. Once you learn it though, it's easy. It's like riding a bicycle. It's just muscle memory stuff.
Watch Reaper says, the tests where you have to hover 2 feet off the ground. He just careers and floats all over and crashes, haha.
Yeah, it's hard, man. It's really hard. It took a long time for me to learn how to fly helicopters, but flying the real ones, well, like this, where you're actually, you got the controls, and it's easier if you can feel it. Like when I flew the Army's Black Hawk simulator up in Hunter Army Airfield, and I got to fly that for an hour and a half, and you feel everything like a real one. I mean, it was realistic, so real, and it was easy because I didn't have to worry about orientation. You're flying an RC helicopter. When you turn around to come back at you, everything, well, half the controls get reversed, and your thumbs have to remember that. So, yeah, everything gets backwards. But when you're in a real one, nothing ever changes direction. You're always going forward. You're always moving the sticks the same way to go left, right, up, and down. And it translates real easy onto a real one. And if you actually have motion where you're feeling, it makes it even easier. But even in the simulator here with no motion, I can still, as you can see, I don't have a problem with it. So it's difficult when I'm coming in for a landing, because you have to you got to pull back and let your power down and to flare down.
Watch Reaper says, yeah, it's obvious you have more skill doing this.
Ew.
We always ask him if we have parachutes. He says no. You're trapped in here with me.
Let's see, I'm gonna go up here and turn around and do another landing.
Watch Reaper says, you have to rescue Matt Damon off the oil rig before it explodes.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna get him. Did I ever tell you I saw him? I never got to meet him, but I saw him at the airport here in Hinesville. He's friends with him and Ben Affleck are buddies, and he flew in on his jet to Midcoast, and for him and Ben and Jen's wedding. So I got to see Matt Damon. I got
Watch
pictures
Reaper
of him.
says, he was there to steal the rib.
Yeah, but I got pictures of him on my phone. I'll send them to you later when I find them. But I gotta butter this landing first. Gotta butter it. Woo! Gotta stay in the circle. This VR still messes with my head a little bit. Gets you a little dizzy sometimes. Vertigo. It's weird. The frame rate is, I guess, what gets me. It's unnatural. Well, there it is, man. Touched it right on down. Perfect. All right. And Matt Damon just jumped in the back. Oh, well, so I don't have a back seat. Oops. I lied. Yeah, I think he's hanging on the tail rotor. Whew. Cool.
Watch Reaper says, I hear gunshots. Go, go, go.
Where should I go? You want me to crash? Let's see if I can land on top of the tower up there. Let's go. Woo! All the way up. Up, 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 up. Fastest elevator ever. Oh yeah, that's cool. Wonder if I can land on the guardrails. Of course I'm gonna try.
Watch Reaper says, pretend you're a drone. Make an obstacle course.
I'm gonna land on these guardrails here. I'm on. I landed on top of the oil rig. There's a solar panel there. That's cool. Let's go see if I can land on this other one. I wasn't sure if it was actually going to be solid in the model here. It would let me land on it or not. Because some things you just fall right through. Yeah, I'll be able to land on this one too. Yep, awesome.
Watch Reaper says, it'd be cool if you could get out and walk around like Grand Theft Auto.
I think I can get out, but I don't remember how to do it. Let's see. Where's my thing at here? What do we got? There we go. Well, there you go, man. I'm out of my helicopter. I can't walk around, but...
Watch Reaper says, oh, that is awesome, haha.
I'm floating, man. Look at my feet down there.
Watch Reaper says, time to jump.
I wish I could. I guess I'm just going to have to go back in the aircraft. Let's see. Guess I got to use the Shift C. I don't know. It puts me on keyboard stuff. Why can't I just use this? Oh, I can look around. Hey, check that out. That is cool, dude. Woo!
Watch Reaper says, haha, you actually have a character model.
That is cool. Check that out. Somebody at Flight Simulator had a sense of humor with that. My X-ray vision there. All right, let's see. Let's see if I can find tab here. Okay. Shift C. I cannot do this blind. Let's see. Shift C. All right, there we go. Back in the helicopter. And redo my view. My goggles back on where I can see right. And I guess I'm gonna go back and land on a helipad again. Whew, that's a long way down there. I love seeing the shadows on here. It makes it a little bit more realistic.
Watch Reaper says, it'd be cool if they had a movie stunt section where you could fly for film stunts.
Yeah, well, they have a little challenge thing where I could do some missions for Stranger Things, which was kind of neat, but it was still limited. And nothing really. I mean, you didn't have any little characters running around and things happening. You just had to fly over to this checkpoint and pick up this thing or whatever, and then go to somewhere else and supposedly drop it off. But it was neat, but it was like whatever. It could have been a lot better, but it's just a flight simulator, and they just added that as a bonus add-on, I guess. Ooh. Oh, cool. Well, I've had enough of helicopters for today. But I'm glad you got to watch me a little bit there, and tell everybody I said hey and I love them, and I'll catch you guys later.
Watch Reaper says, will do, man.
Woohoo!